I'm going to start out by showing how to duplicate the grain pattern, the texture of any seat. I replicate it by making a rubber stamp, if you will, a grain mold out of a silicone rubber product that requires a catalyst or a hardener. This is about the equivalent of mixing body putty and a hardener. And the idea is you keep the air bubbles out so that this stays nice and potent. From this syringe, you just put down about 6 or 7 drops. And as a rule of thumb, the more temperature, the hotter the environment you're in, everything sets up faster. So you don't want to do this in the direct sun. It will harden too fast. The idea is to mix this completely thoroughly, every single part of it. And I just treat it like scrambled eggs on a really hot skillet. You don't want that omelet to burn. And hopefully you have the garlic salt within hand, because you're not going to have time to go find it now. And I mix off both sides of the knife to make sure I'm getting it all evenly mixed. This part of the process you only have to do once. You make that rubber mold for the grain and you're going to use it over and over again. It's literally a tool. So a couple of extra minutes at the beginning to do this will give you a tool that will be able to hide those repairs versus having a smooth, shiny spot on the seat that's going to be picked at, or as I've heard school bus drivers say, it looks like broken eggs on the seat, and the kids just kept picking at it until it came apart. So we don't want that. Okay, I feel it's starting to get a little bit thick, which is what I wanted. I'm going to spread it thin and evenly. And I can feel this thickening as I'm spreading it, which is what I want, really. But at this point, don't answer your cell phone, because this stuff will harden before you've told somebody you can't talk right now. I want to spread this so thin that I can kind of even see a little bit of the grain dimples right through the rubber mixture. Okay. Now I'm going to take part of this rubber, put it on the back side of a piece of scrap vinyl that I already had cut out. I think I'm going to borrow a little bit of that back. So the reason that I'm spreading this here and laying it down on top, that's going to all harden into one piece. Then I'll peel it off like that and use it as a tool. Give that a minute or two and that'll harden right up for us. I want to emphasize that this particular rubber, although it's the perfect product for graining and texturing, it's silicone. And if you understand about silicone, it's basically your enemy. Silicone film will keep any paint from sticking. It will keep your repair from holding. That is one of the ingredients of Armor All, which I do not recommend. It being just a shine up and appearance product, it actually does not, to my understanding, add any chemical value to the seat cover. It's just an appearance product. If you want something that will benefit the seat other than shining it up, we have other products that are oil-based. That's what you want for vinyl. While this is hardening, I just want to mention Vinyl is a petroleum-based product. Oil is required to make this, and the amount of oil in the process of manufacturing determines the flexibility of the material. For example, if there's less oil in it, it's like a dashboard. It's kind of hard. If there's more, it's a flexible seat cover. Industry calls what we work with in vinyls, these are called vinyl coated fabrics. Fabric backing, vinyl melted onto it. It's a two-step process, and when the vinyl isn't heated adequately into the cloth, that's where you get the problem on a seat cover where the vinyl delaminates and the cloth backing is left there. It peels off. Well, that vinyl can obviously successfully be melted back into the fabric with a heat process. That is one of the easiest repairs to do of vinyl delaminating. So the rubber compound and the hardener that we mixed and spread in order to make the mold of the seat pattern has hardened. You peel it off, and you've got the perfect duplication of the grain. I'm going to take this and trim this off, and I'll show you what I'll do with this at a later point. This here is my permanent rubber stamp for an international seat pattern, ready to go. And I'm actually going to write on it International. I believe it also matches Thomas seats as well. So I have a small collection of these. You only have to make them once and you use them over and over again. I can provide these made up already, or you can get the rubber and hardener and mix it and be able to duplicate any grain. Fix your leather couch if it's got a hole in it.